Life's hard. Life always been hard. It's up to you to make yourself harder. You got to think about it like back in the day, 100 years, 200,000, even thousands of years, we had to hunt for our own food, cook the food from raw, really didn't have no seasonings or anything like that to really make it even taste better. I mean, it was times you could use herbs and stuff with people, depending on what region you was in. But like, say if you was living in like the cold, freezing times when you had to hunt your food, then you couldn't really grow a garden. Life was hard. Even in like the medieval times and like when technology kind of started coming up, you had to worry about diseases, sicknesses, and just a whole lot of other stuff. Like I say, I mean, and everybody will probably agree, right now it's probably the easiest times to live in because we got medicines, we got information out there that we can get to instantly to fix something, knowledge easy to reach, and it's just people take a lot of that stuff for granted and they think just life should be all easy and dandy, and no, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's up to you to make yourself harder. It's kind of like when you're a baby, you can't walk right away. It's up to you to build the steps, get the muscles, and learn how to go left foot, and not even just that, not even just knowing, but like getting the strength to stand up long enough, getting the strength to move your feet, getting the strength on your back and your legs, and just really learning how to do it all in one motion. It's life was never easy. You just gotta acclimate yourself and get harder and learn how to do things that's hard. Like even like in school when you're learning something. Life is not easy. School was not easy until you learn something. You ever like do something and it's like so hard you cannot figure it out. But once you get a little bit of understanding or getting used to the fundamentals, you're like, man, that was pretty easy. And you pretty much learned it. Like life is not really hard, but like I mean life is hard, but once you learn certain things, it becomes easier. Like I almost got in an argument with someone that was saying life shouldn't be this hard, life shouldn't be this hard. I'm like, but buddy, that's just how it is. Say if you want a good grade on a test, what do you got to do? You got to stay up all night and study and study and study and study and study. That's not easy. But to get to outcomes that you want, the things that you want, to pass that test, you have to study. Or say if you want a good body or a good physique, you have to work out. That is not easy, but you start building a system, you start getting consistent, you start making habits, building a lifestyle around it to become easy. So don't be looking at someone else thinking they got the upper advantage. Some people do. Some people might have leverage, but that's really like none of your business. So you got to focus on you, but don't be thinking everybody got the upper hand, not knowing that that person had to work for it, had to work for it. Like how a lot of people that's not successful look at successful people as like, oh, they got it. So some people might have got stuff handed down to them, but they'll be like, oh, they got it so easy. They got it so easy. Not knowing the long nights they had to sacrifice. Couldn't go out and club and party. Couldn't hunt and chase down girls or guys. Had to miss out on certain events. Couldn't hang out with friends. While you over there taking many vacations, eating whatever you want, doing whatever you want. But now you see a person that's locked in and got the benefits of what he was doing or she was doing, getting the fruit from the other side, and you're mad at that when hey, they could be the same way, like, oh well, you clubs, you party, you got to have fun, you got to drink, you got to smoke, you got to go on 5 vacations a year, woo woo woo. But no, life's not easy. Life's not easy. You can't look at someone and just judge them off of what they have, not knowing the full backstory. And then, like, speaking of life's not easy and backstories, everybody got it hard. Don't think that somebody got it easy or everybody got it easy that you're the only person going through stuff. Because I guarantee, persons to your left, persons to your right, person in front of you, and person behind you is going through just as much as you going through, if not more. You just don't know people's story. A lot of people are good at hiding what's really going on, or really good at shielding, or just strong in general. That's been through so many, that have so many cuts that you can't even see, that they can just handle it. They can just handle it. And sometimes I'm not even trying to judge a person, but sometimes you're just weak. You're just weak. You're just weak. You're like to play victim or point fingers, not hold yourself accountable. You're just weak. Simple as that. And then for a weak person, it's easy for a weak person to judge. It's easy for a weak person to look at someone else that is strong and blame it on them and not themselves. and is easily offended or easily quick to get on somebody when they try to do something that challenge their beliefs or challenge the way they think, thinking that, no, this can't happen to me, this can't happen to me, seeing that another person was in another same circumstances, if not even worse, excelling, going through it, making itself stronger and going through the hardship. So a lot of people just need to toughen up, man. Toughen up. It's not going to get no easier. It's not. And if it does, that's because you're getting stronger. You're building the characteristics. You're building the emotional intelligence to be stronger, to be wiser, to be quicker, faster. Just like in sports, the older you get, and does it get harder? Yes, but you also get stronger, you get wiser, you get faster, you start being able to keep up with the boys. If you're not working out, constantly working out, or doing the things that you need to do to be in top shape or to be even on top of your game, it's gonna be hard out there on that field, no matter what, no matter what. Someone can even be, if it's basketball, someone could be completely taller than you or just have a better shot, but you can get better. You can't get taller. That's pretty hard. But just because that person's taller, it could mean he can't shoot or he's not as coordinated. You know what I'm saying? But he can get coordinated. He can practice, get stronger, get harder, and working on his footwork, handwork, eye coordination and stuff. But you can also, just because he's taller, don't mean that you can't be better. Even though basketball is a tall man's sport, you just gotta work harder. You gotta make yourself stronger. You gotta make yourself faster. Just like the story with the hare and the turtle. The turtle is slower, of course, and the hare, the rabbit, is super fast. It's super fast, but the turtle just kept on going, kept on going. The hare was just always losing focus and always not and thinking that he always had the upper hand, and not really going for it and bettering himself because he automatically thought he was faster. That's that entitlement. Stop feeling entitled because someone is going to outwork you. Someone is going to be stronger or faster, but don't mean that it just happened. A lot of times it means they worked for it. They earned it, as you should too. Or someone that's trying to get up in the business and a year or 2 years in, I'm not getting the reviews or the views that I get, the money that I'm making, but this person's getting this and this and this and this. Well, that person probably worked at it for 5 or 10 years, and you're not even knowing their backstory or what they went through, or what they going through. Like how 'cause I work with music and stuff, and a lot of artists, a lot of rappers make a few songs and like, oh, I didn't blow up yet, I didn't get rich. This person got rich, this person blew up. Like, but then doing the backstory, that person dropped 4 or 5 albums, was in the studio every night, day and night, been doing it since they was 5, 6 years old, been going for a while. And like they say, overnight success is 10 years. That person probably already put in their 10 years, did 10,000 hours. And you're trying to compare your first steps to their 50 or 100 step. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. So you have to work, you have to build the stats, build the characteristics, build the mindset, and build the vision, and build the vision. Just know life's hard. And it's people out there that got it harder that didn't use that as an excuse and just kept going. So it's up to you to make yourself stronger. It's up to you to want it. It's up to you to get it. So don't look at the next man. Worry about you. It's only you versus you. You dig.